Yes!
It was to no surprise that Season of the Hunt would come with its own triumph seal, no differently than Almighty in Season of the Worthy and Forerunner in Season of Arrivals, for example. The triumph seal in Season of the Hunt is known as Warden. Yes, sounds pretty dope. Regardless if I like the title or not, I was gonna go for it regardless, simply due to the fact that I'm entirely too overcommitted to the grind. Now in this video, we're gonna talk about how to complete some of the more extensive triumphs belonging to this title. And be advised that during the time that this video is going live, all of the triumphs have not been revealed for this title yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it in. The triumphs that we'll be talking about in this video will be the following: Stalk Snare, Tangled Shore; Stalk Snare, Dreaming City; Once True Culling; Renaissance Hunter; and Hunting Attire. Now before you decide to go for any of these triumphs, there's two things that I want you to do if you already haven't done it. First, you'll want to go to your season pass and redeem the premium rewards package. This will instantaneously reward you with the Wild Hunt armor set, as well as the season pass exotic shotgun known as Duality. However, it's the armor set that we care about right now, not Duality, and I'll explain why this is important later. But regardless, make sure that you hang on to this armor set. Lock it, put it in your vault, or do whatever you want to do with it, provided that you do not get rid of it. Secondly, you'll want to get your hands on the following weapons: the Friction Fire SMG, the Royal Chase Scout Rifle, the Heavy Grenade Launcher Blast 2, the Breech Loader Grenade Launcher Deafening Whisper, and a Linear Fusion Rifle known as Corsair's Wrath. Every last one of these weapons can be attained by defeating Wrathborn bosses, but each time you defeat a Wrathborn boss, the possibilities of what each boss can drop will randomize. Now before we proceed any further, I want you to check out my guide on the Cryptolith lore, because it's likely that me talking about it will make absolutely no sense to you if you haven't messed around with the Cryptolith lore yourself. I have a link to the video in the description box for this video, but back to it. The Deafening Whisper was the final weapon that I was able to get, and as far as I'm concerned, there's really no guaranteed way to get any of these weapons to drop outside of doing the Wrathborn hunts, for the exception of the Royal Chase and the Blast 2. Royal Chase is a free reward from hitting rank 30 in the season pass, and the same applies for Blast 2 at rank 45 in the season pass. These two weapons could also drop as end of match rewards from Strikes, Gambit, and Crucible, provided that you progress far enough in the season pass to unlock the seasonal bonuses known as Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard Grenade Launcher Scrounger, and Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard Scout Rifle Scrounger. However, these seasonal bonuses are unlocked pretty late in the season pass, and by the time that you unlock them, I'm pretty sure you would have completed all of the triumphs forever ago. But anyways, let's actually get into the triumphs. For the Tools of the Hunt triumph, you have to get 400 kills with the Friction Fire, 200 kills with Deafening Whisper, and 100 kills with Corsair's Wrath. Once True Culling will require you to net 400 kills with Royal Chase and 200 kills with Blast 2. Renaissance Hunter states that you have to defeat enemy combatants at close range with the submachine gun, rapidly defeat combatants with the Breech Loader Grenade Launcher, and deal precision final blows with the Linear Fusion Rifle. But since this explanation is pretty vague, I'll explain what you gotta do. All you gotta do is get 200 close range kills with the Friction Fire, 50 rapid defeats with Deafening Whisper, and 50 precision kills with Corsair's Wrath. So, okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you when I say that I have absolutely no idea what qualifies as a close range kill, or how far away from breathing range you can be before a kill no longer qualifies as a close range kill, because there's literally no explanation anywhere in game that will tell you this. So all I can really suggest is that you don't go outside of 6 to 8 meters or shotgun range when going for Friction Fire kills for this triumph. Friction Fire is an automatic firing weapon with a small magazine, which means that you will be burning through a lot of ammo, a lot. So if you wanted to make this part of the triumph easier, I would suggest taking advantage of something that can boost your weapon's damage, such as Well of Radiance or Weapons of Light, for example. Friction Fire can also roll Rampage, and this perk is helpful, but it isn't a requirement at all. No differently than the close range final blows with Friction Fire, the 50 rapid defeats with Deafening Whisper is poorly explained as well, but as far as I'm concerned, you have at least 2 or 3 seconds between each defeated enemy for them to count as rapid kills. But due to the fact that Deafening Whisper is a wave frame grenade launcher, it makes short work of ad waves. So if I'm being honest with you, the rapid defeats with this weapon aren't difficult at all. And the precision final blows with the Corsair's Wrath are pretty easy too. Just shoot them in the head, or if they're Vex, shoot them in the radiolarian core. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now the Stalk and Snare triumphs took me a while to figure out. I probably killed each of the 4 Wrathborn bosses hundreds of times each, and was confused as to why I wasn't getting credit for the triumph. Well, I eventually found out that it's an incredibly simple thing that you gotta do. First, go to the Cryptolith lore and slot the Prey mod corresponding to the boss you want to defeat. In the weak mutation slot, insert a dormant mod. Then in the strong mutation slot, you can pretty much slot anything. These triumphs state, that the bosses have to be completed on tier 2 difficulty, and configuring your cryptolith lore like this will guarantee that the bosses will be tier 2. Now, before I knew what I was doing, I would slot everything but the dormant mod, and I wasn't getting credit for the triumphs until I finally did it. To be honest, I don't understand how or why this makes sense, but when I found out, I tried it, I shrugged my shoulders and just dealt with it. Also, the Wrathborn Hunts for the fallen bosses, known as HKD1 and Savik, are found on the Tangled Shore, while the Hive bosses, known as Dul Arath and Zelox, are found on the Dreamer City. Remember when I said to hang on to that Wild Hunt armor? Well, this is when it'll come into play for the Hunt and Attire Triumph. You gotta kill Wrathborn while wearing pieces of this armor set, meaning that the most efficient way to progress this triumph is to wear all 5 pieces of Wild Hunt armor when you kill Wrathborn. Now, technically, you don't have to wear the Wild Hunt armor set for the entirety of the Wrathborn Hunt, but the armor set has to be equipped when the Wrathborn is defeated for you to get the most optimal progress for the triumph. It's much easier to just wear the armor set and kill the Wrathborn, but if you have to wear armor that you strongly prefer using, you could technically use that instead, then switch over to the Wild Hunt armor set when the Wrathborn is close to dying, then land a finishing blow. But I wouldn't suggest doing this because this is entirely too much work. But if you already didn't know this, each Wrathborn Hunt will require you to charge your cryptolith lore. And when you follow the icon on your map, your guardian will slam the cryptolith lore into the ground, and either a servitor or an ogre will spawn. Now, if you're on the Tangled Shore, it'll be a servitor since the fallen Wrathborn Hunts partake here. And if you're on the Dreaming City, you will fight an ogre since that's where the Hive Wrathborn Hunts partake. If you're wearing a full Wild Hunt armor, you will net a total of 10 points towards the Hunt and Attire Triumph. 4 points from killing a servitor or ogre, and the other 6 points from killing the final boss. Now, if you're going for this triumph and loot isn't important, you can join a friend session in progress if they're doing a Wrathborn Hunt. And the cool thing is that your cryptolith lore doesn't have to be charged. So if you do the math, 10 points for every Wrathborn Hunt while wearing the full Wild Hunt armor set equates to 100. So you will only have to kill 10 Wrathborn. Now, if you want to farm up some quick and easy kills for the weapon related triumphs, I highly suggest that you visit the Orrery Lost Sector and the Artifact's Edge on Nessus. This is one of my personal favorite spots for farming kills because there's always 30 to 40 plus enemies here. And if you're ever low on ammo or ability energy, you can simply rally at the public event flag, which is literally right next door to the Lost Sector. Even if there isn't a pending public event in the Artifact's Edge, you can simply go to any of the locations on Nessus, rally at the flag, and go back to the Artifact's Edge. This Lost Sector was incredibly helpful for the rapid kills with Deafening Whisper because the red bar Vex here are always so close to each other, which makes things so much easier. Well, everybody, that does it for this one. I really enjoyed putting this guide together, and I hope that this video will make obtaining that Warden seal easier for you. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video and enjoyed what you watched, do me a favor and thumb rest of that like button till it turns blue. And if you're new to my neck of the woods, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so you don't ever miss a video of the most elite gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.